welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. In Hebrews chapter 13, verse 2, it refers to some having entertained angels unaware. Is this just a reference to Lot? Thank you. Well, you're welcome. Well, it obviously can be, because when you go back to that story in the book of Genesis and Abram goes there and Lot and Sodom and Gomorrah and that whole scenario, of course, there were angelic beings there that the residents of Sodom and Gomorrah did not see as angels, but as other humanity, and they quote unquote entertained them unaware. But I think it's more than just that story. In fact, every time you see an angelic being in the Bible, they're not pictured with wings and halos like the Hallmark Channel tries to convince us. In fact, every time they appear as a man, and more often than not, a pretty masculine warfare type entity. Why is that important? Because what the Bible is saying is there are times that, according to Hebrews 1:14, his ministering spirits, his angelic beings, are utilized within the creative order, and we don't realize that's not another human being. That's not flesh and blood. That is an angelic being, much like the story in the book of Genesis. So again, at the end of the day, I think what Scripture's saying is not limited to Genesis, but to all of us. There are times where we have conversations with, we have interactions with strangers and folks that we just come across that we think is just some random human being, when in fact it may be a very specific angelic being. Great question. If you have one, send it to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at AskJeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.